I want to talk about the dip. Day one, great spike of growth. It went really successful. The amount of friends and family that shared the song was incredible. Yesterday I had hockey stick growth, and today it's going to drop again, just because there is not the same amount of buzz and shares that are happening. This happens all the time in marketing. You launch a product and you have a massive spike. The best thing to do is just realize that there will be a dip. Less streams happening today, and I'm prepared for that. I just know it will happen. It's a guaranteed fact in marketing. On day one, PR, you have massive hockey stick growth, and day two, it crashes. That's when you really need to get creative to gain momentum, not to have another spike, but to just gain gradually over time, steady growth week over week. One thing when it comes to promotion and marketing something is to experiment with a ton of different things. You've probably heard the expression like throw spaghetti at the wall and see what sticks. When it comes to marketing, you need to throw a lot of spaghetti at the wall and see what sticks. For example, there's this new app called, well, it's not very new, but there's this app called Musical.ly, and it's very popular within the teens, like 15 to 18-year-olds, and they're just, the engagement is insane on this app. And I'm going to get the app and try to experiment with marketing my songs on the app and to try to build some type of engagement there, because there's just a massive audience there that I haven't tapped into, and I think it's important just to experiment with all these different platforms and channels, see what sticks, and then you can double down on that thing. Need to get out of here now, change my environment. I've been working here all morning, because when you change your environment, you change your mental space, you get a fresh start, and then you're good for another 3-4 hours. Okay, just got back home. It's been a busy day of PR. I wish I had a PR manager or team to do all this for me. I got some feedback on my song saying, nice song, I like the vocals, but it was too cheesy for me. Really liked the song, but just didn't have enough punch to it. I kind of roll my eyes at that feedback because that could be so subjective. And so you have to take some of the feedback with a grain of salt, because like I'm not gonna try to write my songs less cheesy. Like, to me that song is not cheesy, and that's gonna come, I think, a lot when I start putting my music out more in public and my brand out more in public, that people are just gonna give me feedback that I don't necessarily agree with. This morning I was talking about creative ideas for growth and how to get a strategy that gives you week over week growth over time. How I think about growth in marketing is usually reverse engineering something. So the question is, how do you market your song on Spotify? For example, you need to understand the ins and outs of how Spotify works, how they curate their playlists. Are they algorithms? Is it human curators? What is the algorithm looking for when it crawls Spotify so your song gets picked up? Is it followers? Is it streams? Is it likes? Is it shares? So it takes some research to reverse engineer how the Spotify algorithm works. But then when you fully grasp the algorithm, then you can come up with ideas to promote your music on Spotify. So when it comes to personalized playlists, what the algorithm looks for is count of streams and your follower count. Now that I know that, I'm gonna take that into consideration when I do all my marketing, making sure that there are follow buttons everywhere on my website, on all my social accounts. You take it a step further and come up with different creative ideas to how to funnel traffic to your website, or how to funnel traffic to this follow button. How do I get people to follow my Spotify account? That's the question you need to answer, and then you can spend an hour listing ideas to how to get more followers to my Spotify account, and then prioritize those ideas and then execute on those ideas. It's not a turnkey solution. You really need to put the work in to get on these playlists. It's like winning the lottery if you get on a playlist day one, which I realize now, but if you put a lot of work in, you can definitely get on these playlists and your discovery will increase week over week. Enough talk about this, time to get down to work. day.